So here I have a test channel, which has a comment here in English, right? I will respond to this comment using the automation here. Look, I will run it. It will first classify what type of comment it is, whether it's a question, a compliment, or what it is. And here it will generate the response. So if I come here and refresh the page, it will have responded here with the channel that is logged in. So the response will be here. Then I can configure it to give short and direct responses. It depends on the configuration of the artificial intelligence agent that will make this response. So we are going to do it here from scratch, step by step. This is lesson 2. In lesson 1, we made the connection with the WhatsApp API to fetch all the comments that are available there, right? So if you haven't watched lesson 1, I'll leave it in the description, where we make that connection with the WhatsApp API. Here, in this case, I am fetching the last 5 results, and now we are going to start working on this. From here, to also make the connection with the database, we are going to use the Supabase database and to do everything. Save the comments there and see which ones have already been responded to. And finally, we are going to respond to these comments in the sequence of the video, right? In the sequence of the lessons. So here we are going to place a node to separate the responses. When I search here, I am receiving several responses. Even though here, I believe there is only one, it might be that it will fetch the last 5 comments. So we are going to, first thing, separate using a node here to separate this. So we are going to receive an input and we want to have an output here. Look, all the fields. So we are going to pull items. We are going to pull this node here. Items. Let me test. And then it will separate each node. If there were 2 comments, it would bring 2 outputs here. Look. I think in that case, on the channel, on my test channel, I only have 1 comment. So I will make 1 more comment there for it to pull 2 and for us to be able to handle this better here. So I went to the video and made 1 more comment for us to understand this issue well here. Look, that it will separate. So from this moment, it had 2 items here, 2 outputs. So we are going to handle each of these outputs. To handle each of the outputs individually, we are going to use a loop here. Yes, this node to be able to handle each output individually. So we have the loop here. And then we will, by handling each of these outputs, introduce the database here in the middle. How it works here, if you don't understand this part of the loop, when it receives 2 items, it comes here, passes 1 item, returns, and passes the other item. When it finishes, it exits to this done output here. So then I want to handle each one. I will go here and start to perform this handling. The next node here is the Supabase database, which we will query to see if this comment is in the database. For that, we will create an account here on Supabase. If you don't have one, you can quickly create an account there. You will be on this initial screen here, right, of Supabase. In the project, here in the spreadsheet, we will create a new spreadsheet to be able to save the comments and check if this comment already exists. So I already have one here, but I will create another one from scratch so we can really do it from scratch here, step by step. So I will create a table here. I will create a table here from scratch. Here, I will create 2 columns. ID, the comment ID, right? And I will also include the comment itself. It's not necessary, but so I can save it here in case I want to do something, or already pull from here instead of pulling from the initial node for, for the artificial intelligence to respond. I will save the comment here. Here I need to specify the type, which in this case is text, and here as well it is text. I will save it here. It is adding the new table here. I need to create a security rule for this spreadsheet. I will add a security rule here and create it here. With the name I will put general access. All access I will define here. Who can access, right? Which are authenticated users, and these administrators here. Service role as well. I will save the access policy here, and in 7 I will set it to true. And in 9 as well. So I already have the table ready to be accessed. If you don't have Supabase connected to your N8N, you can easily connect it, just create a credential. Here, the first thing we need to do is fetch a row, right, to check. If it is already saved there. If it is already saved, that's one path. If it is not saved, then we will save it there. So here I will take the key that I have registered in case you don't have it. You can come here, look, create new credential. You go here in Supabase, in project settings here. And you will, let me just remember here. Here in the API, you take the URL and the S-service role key here, you reveal it. Here, copy it, and place it here. Look the address. And the key, you will connect there. In this case, I won't do it here because I already have the connection. And I will check if the comment ID is already there or not. I will select this table that I just created, and I will add the condition, which will be, then I will find here where the ID of this comment is to be able to check. Yes, here is the ID, right? Look. So I will pull it here. First I need to select the ID here with the value of this ID here as well. Look. To see if there is any comment with this same ID in the database. So I'm going to press the test. It won't have any. Why? Because I didn't save this comment there. And here, look, it stops because since it didn't find any, it stops. So I'm going to go here to Supabase. I'm going to open it again here. In the settings, I'm going to set always give an output, regardless of whether there is one or not. Now, if I click, it will give an output. See? It gave an empty output because there is no item there with this ID. So I'm going to put a conditional here to check. When there isn't one, I will save the comment, the ID and the comment there. When there is one, then it's because there is nothing to be responded to. For example, if there is a new comment, it will save it there and respond. If there is no new comment, it means it has already responded and it won't do anything. So here, let me see which output it will give here. It's because I didn't put the conditional here either. The conditional here. Yeah, to put this conditional, I can't pull it directly here, see, because there is no field. So I will first take and create a comment there with this same ID. How do I do that? I'll take this here, see, the input here. I'll copy it, go to Supabase, and add a comment manually so I can access the output there. So I'll insert a row, I'll paste the ID, and I'll put anything here. The important thing is just to have access to this ID here. So I will run it again. Now I will pull. Look, it didn't catch here. For what reason? Let me just see. So it didn't work because I had saved a different ID in the database than the one I put here. See, it has to be exactly this one. See, top level comment ID. So I will take here. It had two outputs, right? I will take the item 1. Item 1. And I will put exactly this one right over there, precisely. Comment this, I have to look here, see. The ID. Exactly this one that's here, see? Top level comment. And I will save it here in the database. I can disconnect here for now. Let me run a test here. And I will see that it pulled from Supabase a comment, right? That I saved manually there. So I will pull here now it can be the ID right here. String is not empty. Then it will return true because it is not empty. See, this comment with this ID already exists in the database. So if I run a test here again, see, it will return true. If I go to the database and delete this comment and run it again, it will return false because from that moment on, it no longer exists there. And that's what we want to do. We want to, let me save here. We want that when it doesn't exist in the database file, we save this comment there. When it's true, it's already there, so it has probably already been answered. And then I can come here, look up and put do nothing, right? No operation here, do nothing. But even so, it might be that I fetch 10 items there. So, yeah, the first one is already saved there. I need to come back here, look, for it to continue with the next ones. In case there's one there that has already been answered. Once that's done, because it might have pulled 5 comments, right? It comes here to the first one. Has this one been done? Alright, it comes back here to check the rest. If it turns out to be false, here we are going to create an item in the database, which will be to create a row. Select here. I will select the table, this table 2. I will take the fields here. The ID is automatic, the date as well. So the comment ID. I have to come here to this loop over items. And I will take exactly the ID here, which is this top level one. I will drag and also add the comment itself, right? The comment will be here in the could be one of these two, look, which is here equal to the comment. So it will if it doesn't exist, it will go to my database and create it. I will test this here, look. And then it created an item for me here. If I go to the database, let me refresh here, it will have an item. After creating, I will already have this item created there. So then I can continue with the automation here, look. That after it creates, we will do the actual automation part. So the artificial intelligence to process the comment, filter, and comment. So in the next class, we will finish this automation. In the first class, we made the connection with the API. In the second class, we connected with the database. And in the third class, we will complete the automation. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, Bezavite. If possible, leave a thumbs up on the video to help out the channel, which is still small and growing. A hug, see you in the next video.